being able to be successful, whether that's in our counseling skills, whether that's pursuing higher education, whether that's pursuing growth as an individual so I can be present for a relationship, if it's developing and growing in terms of fatherhood, if it's growing in terms of community awareness and being there and part of a team, having that team spirit of contribution. We know there's basically 6 human needs. We know that we need certainty, the ability to have a certain level of certainty that food, clothing, housing, shelter will be taken care of. I have a need that's clocked into my nature of variety, that there has to be some variety to what I do. Same place, same thing will begin to have me discouraged. I won't be able to see the growth and the value in my life if everything stays the same. So I need variety. The third one is significance. I want to be able to feel that I'm significant in my household, in relationships, in my community, right? Love and connection is another human need. We have growth and contribution are the 2 others. We have 6 basic human needs that's clocked into every human being. One of those needs is to be able to have a sense of growth and a sense of contribution. The only way that I can continue to grow if I continue to develop. That if nothing changes, nothing changes. And what we're in this process of change. We're working with clients on a daily basis, encouraging their change. We're setting up an environment, a nurturing environment where change can take place. Just like if you had a block of dirt, say an old dry field that you wanted to plant something on. Well, the first thing that you have to do is take that pick, and we begin to irrigate it. We begin to break up that dry and fallow ground and turn the dirt over and irrigate it, get some air in there, right? Then in that process, you begin to find old bottles and cups and rocks and boulders, and you begin to remove those obstacles out of the way of that dry ground. You begin to turn it over and get all the foreign elements out of that dry and brittle ground. Then you can begin to put some water on it, right? Begin to get that H2O flowing in it. Then we know that we put the fertilizer, right? The fertilizer, so that in the process we're creating an environment where growth can take place. But that means there's some work that had to be done in the front. So what we're doing with the participants in our program, we're creating an environment whereby growth is possible. But it's hard to do that if the only expectation is that the clients are the ones growing. Does that make sense? So some growth that we have to do on our part, and if we want to be successful even in that, that means that there are some things that we have to begin to challenge in our own psyche, in our own concepts, in our own belief systems, and begin to give up some things. And it may start with some of those old concepts. It may start with the old concept that I'm just here to collect a paycheck. You see? Because now I'm not plugged into the mission, I'm just plugged in to the payoff, right? I may have to challenge myself and grab a hold of a greater purpose. That's so important, because when we talk about being successful, even if it's in this field, if it's in higher education, if it's in your family life, where there's some investment I have to begin to put in. I can't operate on the mindset that this is going to happen by osmosis. If I just hang around skilled counselors, then I'll be skilled, right? I have to put some work in. The only time that we'll see success before work is in the dictionary, because